Grand Rising loves, this is the altar spread for the collective today. Now, you will see 3 cards there that have been showing up consistently in these altar pulls. And I mentioned it yesterday. This is kind of mind-blowing because I shuffle these decks very well. And this deck, the Sacred Geometry deck, actually has 64 cards, and this is the last of the deck. So for love and power now to show up so many days in a row with shuffling is pretty badass. I mean, we really have to see what the message of this is and pay attention. So when cards consistently show up again and again, I normally read really slow the meanings of the cards, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry for the shaking because I'm like trying to hold my phone with one hand and the book with the other. So I'm going to just read the meaning of the card instead of giving you my meaning. And hopefully enough of the consciousness, which is really just you, me, will get the message so that we can move beyond and heal this. So this is the last card in the Oracle deck and represents the combination of the new and ancient wisdom of sacred geometry. It reminds us that geometry of shape and form is part and parcel of our very existence. Sacred geometry has influenced cultures around the world throughout time, and its wisdom is being remembered in these times to aid in our efforts towards conscious evolution. The complex geometry of this card acts as a catalyst and a prayer that we as human beings, men and women, acting in accordance with divine wisdom and with intention toward our highest good, can learn to live and love in balance. This is a mighty prayer, for we have long used power as a means of control and domination. We will learn this new and tremendously creative and dynamic method of communication and interaction only if we believe that humanity is worth saving. We must, individually and collectively, be willing to take part in this shift. We must be willing to accept responsibility for our actions and our thoughts and use our power wisely as power to, not power over. In doing so, we will usher in an age of peace and enlightenment, when humans no longer act from greed and anger, but find the most powerful acts to be acts of love that come directly from their hearts. Ashe. So that's that card. Now this card, the middle world, actually showed up in the reverse today. And middle world speaks of where we are actually placing our feet, walking this earth plane, but drawing from below, above, past, and future to create in this now. But showing up in the reverse, it's saying what you actually need cannot be found here. It cannot be found as your human self. It cannot be found by looking around outside of yourself. It actually has to be accessed from divine wisdom and knowledge. So from the higher world, we have to connect with divine guidance in order to be successful and move forward in this middle world. And there are so many of you not tapping in to that connection. So a lot of people are praying, right? Praying is speaking to the divine. Meditation is listening. And some of you need to shut the fuck up and listen. And that's just being blunt. But I believe that this is something that everyone should be doing. That's why I put out so many meditation videos free, and I'm willing to do that, to teach people the very basic levels. I was doing free meditation in the park. I just feel that it's a skill that everyone needs to acquire. Learning how to shut the fuck up and listen to the divine, so that you can actually be propelled through the human experience in a sacred way. Now, sacred sounds has shown up so much for us that I actually wanted to read this one as well. And I lost the page, so it's gonna, here we go, perfect. So I want to read this one to you as well, so that we can get this meaning very clearly. So Chrysocolla is calling you to voice what is in your heart. The energies you release from your throat chakra create a resonance throughout your body, energy field, and external environment. Give your emotions a voice through song, toning, or by speaking with others about them. Affirm your heart's desires out loud to create a resonance with your words on the earth plane. Chrysocolla is the ally that governs teaching and the communication of higher wisdom. Through the words that you speak, you are teaching others about yourself and your beliefs, as well as communicating information. Be aware of your teachings and choose to release only those that will inform and enlighten. When Chrysocolla appears, you are being asked to communicate wisdom from your heart, not only your head. This is the card of teaching. You are always teaching others through your example as well as your words. When this card appears, it calls you to be aware of what you are teaching to others and to ensure you are putting forth your best and highest example and energy. And Aloha Keakua has shown up also multiple times. So this deck actually has 74 cards. So, and this card keeps showing up. This deck actually has 44 cards. And Aloha Keakua has shown up quite a few times for us now as well. So I'm gonna read from this card too, so we can really get the meaning of this. So Aloha Keakua, the divine is love, the supreme being from which all life emanates, manifests a blessing for you. The realm of the heart is love's temple. When you enter the heart, you gain access to the Great One and to the mana, the power, authority, grace, and magnetism to manifest your divine destiny. Trust in what is meant for you. Surrender doubt and disconnection in favor of love and respect for the Great One, and you shall live your true destiny with joy in your heart. Love can and will conquer all. And really, so if you were listening, the common pulse of all of this is that we actually pull the divine into existence through our hearts. But unfortunately, fear and greed closes the hearts. And so you can probably feel that outside of yourself, how so many hearts are closed, not open. And so really what we need to do on a smaller scale is open our own hearts and set things to right. Thank you.